Good afternoon, brothers and sisters, and welcome to another Schizophrenic update. I'm doing this a little bit earlier than usual, and so there will be two of these updates anyways. Another one will be in the evening when I talk about how my day went, the ups, the downs, and everything in between. This video, I actually have a topic that I wanted to talk about because I was listening to worship music this morning. I was reading scripture, and I just, a message just was over and over and over that everything I read, I kept getting the same message. And I wanted to share it with you. The fact is, we all are broken, flawed human beings who mess up, who make mistakes. And I promise you, every single person has skeletons in the closet that they don't want people to see. They don't want people to notice these skeletons. We all have made mistakes in the past that we might feel ashamed about, we might feel guilty over. There are skeletons in our closet that we desperately try to hide from the public eye, whether it's from family, friends, coworkers, classmates. We all have skeletons that we would rather keep them hidden instead of people to know about them. And I want to talk about this because I feel like, especially on social media, on TikTok, at least on my videos and my posts, I see a lot of people leaving comments, giving advice. They think they know what I should do, like how I should react, how I should go about my life. There's brothers and sisters who, for some reason, they think they know what's best for me. And the thing is, I wish these brothers and sisters would be honest and would admit, you know what? I'm just as fucked up as you are. I am just as much of a sinner as you are. Because I promise you that the people who give you advice, and oftentimes these are people who have not experienced what you have experienced. These are people who have not lived what you have lived. They are hiding those skeletons in the closet very well. And these are brothers and sisters who on social media, they look happy. They look like they're living life. They look like they have things all together. They look like, I would say, they would look like Christian content creators you should look up to. And for me, I see past the bullshit. I see past the fake smiles, the mask. And a lot of these brothers and sisters who are Christian content creators, they are not people you should look up to, because if you knew what they do when the camera is off, you would be like, hell no, I'm not even going to talk to you. I don't want to be friends with you or someone like you. These are brothers and sisters who struggle with pornography, yet they act like they have this great blessed life that they don't sin like other people. You have brothers and sisters who struggle with addiction, whether it's, as simple as caffeine and coffee. And caffeine addiction can be pretty bad, especially if you actually do the research and you look into caffeine. If you have a caffeine addiction, it can mess up your health pretty damn bad. And so we have brothers and sisters who might have a caffeine addiction, pornography addiction, alcohol, other drugs, whether it's marijuana, weed, meth, heroin, shrooms, whatever other substance you want to talk about, they have this addiction. Or maybe it's not substance related, but we have these brothers and sisters on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook who they say all the right things to impress you, to get a following, to get followers, to get an audience, but behind the camera, they spread rumors and gossip. The comments they leave on other people's videos are terrible. They think they know things about that person when they're totally off, that they're assuming things about that person. They're making, I would say, stereotypical comments, thinking they know better. You have these brothers and sisters who maybe they don't spread rumors or gossip, but they don't treat their mom and dad nicely. They don't call their mom and dad every day saying, hey, I love you. I'm just checking in, seeing what's going on. The way they treat their family is not Christ-like. The way they treat other people is not Christ-like. And for that, I'm talking about, even if you disagree with someone, you should still treat them with the same love and respect that Christ would. So this includes people who maybe they're gay or lesbian or bisexual or transgender. Maybe they're going through identity crisis and they're a bit confused when it comes to pronouns. Maybe these are people who have been incarcerated and they got a rap sheet, and maybe they wear tattoos and they got ink all over their body. Whatever the case may be, that we have brothers and sisters who are pretending to be Christ-like when they judge people all the time. When the camera is off, they're judging people. And so what I'm trying to explain to you guys is that everyone has skeletons in the closet. It's just some people are better at hiding them than others. And because they're better at hiding them than others, they create this persona on social media that is totally different from their real life character. And we get tricked by that. We do. We get tricked by that fake persona that people put on when it comes to content, when it comes to social media. And I'll be the first to admit, guys, that the person you see in this video, this is me. I'm not gonna hide, I'm not gonna lie. I am a degenerate, I'm broken, I'm a sinner, I make mistakes every day. Just a week and a half ago, I slipped up and I ended my sobriety streak that went 2.5, 3 years. I messed up. And so I'm willing to admit when I fuck up. I'm willing to admit that. As an addict in recovery, telling the truth and admitting to yourself that you have a problem is one of the first steps to take. I'm not mentally well. I'm not mentally stable. I have schizophrenia, and so my days usually consist of me arguing with voices, sometimes wrestling and fighting with hallucinations that I see, trying to get past these paranoid thoughts, sometimes fighting with confusion in my head, confusion that is about where am I, what am I doing, who am I with, why am I here. Every day it's a battle. And so I want to be honest with you guys that fake persona that people put on social media, I can't do it. I can't, because I'm too much of a fuck up to try to act perfect, to try to act like I'm better than other people. I won't do it. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about skeletons in the closet, because all of us, we're hiding things. We're hiding things that we don't want people to know, that we're hiding things that we don't want people to see. You're hiding things from your parents, whether it has to do with past partners. Maybe you just, when it comes to dating, you've dated all the wrong type of people. Maybe it's you're hiding from your parents when you were in high school or college that you were a hoe. You slept around. You have more bodies under your belt than most people. It's just, brothers and sisters, we all have skeletons in the closet. I know several sisters, for example, who they've gone and got an abortion, and they didn't tell their partner, they didn't tell their boyfriend, they didn't tell their parents. They got the abortion and then they pretended like they were never pregnant. It's just, I've talked to brothers who, whether it's borderline personality disorder or they're just toxic at their core, they are manipulative and toxic. We have brothers. I have talked to brothers who they're manipulative. and toxic, and I would say they're the type of person that you should stay away from. You know, in relationships, they are narcissistic. They have a narcissistic personality. I've talked to brothers like that, and the ones who are willing to admit that they have a problem, I have so much more respect for, because it's like, at least you admit it. That's the first step to change, is admitting you have a problem. So, brothers and sisters, I want you to understand that the people you talk to, whether it's in person, at church, online, they're probably putting on a persona. They have a character they're playing, and they don't want you to see or know the truth, which is they're just as fucked up as you are. And so please, brothers and sisters, what I don't want to happen is I don't want to see you becoming that person who fakes, who wears a mask. Please don't do it. I know life is difficult. I know that it's hard to make friends. I know sometimes it's hard to find a love, it's hard to find someone who you want to be romantically involved with. I know that sometimes people feel like they have to fit in, that they have to like what other people like, they have to do what other people do to fit in and have friends. No, don't do that. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be the imperfect, flawed sinner you are, and just be the person God made you to be. Stop pretending. Stop faking. Seriously. But I hope this message reaches exactly who it is meant to reach, because I'm done faking. I'm done wearing a mask. I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of doing it. I'm tired of pretending to be someone I'm not. So yeah, I'm an addict. I'm schizophrenic. I'm diagnosed crazy. I've been divorced. I was married once to an Indonesian woman who was a practicing Muslim. I have tried to purposely overdose several times. I've had the police called because welfare checks needed to happen and I was not in a safe place. I don't have a good relationship with my adopted parents. We don't talk. We just don't get along. And sometimes I feel lonely. Sometimes I wish I had more people I could text or call and be like, hey, this is how I feel. I just needed someone to know. So I will never ever pretend to be someone I'm not with you guys. Because I will never ever pretend to be someone I'm not with you guys, because I can't get to that point to where I'm lying about who I am. I have skeletons in my closet, and what I've learned is it's better to be open and honest about those skeletons, because then they can't be used against you. If you're open and honest about your past, about what you've done, where you've been, who you are, it's way harder for people to use that shit against you, because you're open about it. So, yeah, brothers and sisters, I am an imperfect, flawed creation, imperfect, flawed human being, and I do things that people don't like. I swear, I curse, I have the mouth of a sailor. I have a spicy account per se. I have a spicy account that I post pictures to. Like, I do things that people don't like, that people don't agree with, and I'm okay with that, because I am open and honest about what's in my closet. I'm not going to let anyone use it against me. I would rather people see that stuff, because then they realize, oh, he's broken just like I am, but he's not afraid of that brokenness. He uses that brokenness as fire, as fuel, to try to follow his Lord and Savior. He uses that imperfectness, that flaw, he uses those flaws, uses those weaknesses to try to follow Jesus as best as he can. Yes, I do. Even though I make mistakes. But, yeah, this was a 15-minute rant per se, so I just had this thought and I wanted to share it, so thank you guys for listening so much, and I will talk to you this evening. So God bless, guys. Peace and love.